Hi everyone, my name is Steph, this is Kidlit Joy, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my review of Ningaloo by Tim Winton. This is a book about Ningaloo. Ningaloo is a marine sanctuary that is off the northwest coast of Western Australia, and it is a very, very special part of Australia's landscape and something that is kind of under threat. And so this book is absolutely beautiful and talks about just what an incredible place Ningaloo is. A few years ago, Tim Winton was involved in a documentary series about Ningaloo, which was absolutely incredible. Before that, I knew of Ningaloo, but I didn't know all that much about it. And from watching that, I've become very deeply invested in the preservation of this marine sanctuary because it features an incredibly biodiverse place and something that we should be seeking to protect. And the beautiful illustrations in this book have been done by Cindy Lane, who is also from Western Australia. And Ningaloo has also been recognised as part of the World Heritage Trust, which is incredible. The blurb on the back says, "Join author and conservationist Tim Winton on a journey through one of the last great wild places on the planet, Ningaloo. Explore the coral reefs, mangrove forests, desert rangelands and subterranean realms of this remarkable ecosystem, home to some of the world's rarest and most endangered creatures. From enormous whale sharks, serene sea turtles and majestic manta rays to the tiniest millipedes living deep underground, Ningaloo's incredible biodiversity is like nowhere on Earth." This book has been put out by Fremantle Press and it is stunning. It is a children's non-fiction title, but honestly this is a book that probably everyone should have in their collection. It would make a beautiful coffee table book just to look at. It does include a map of where Nyinggulu is. So normally I wouldn't spend too much time looking at specific pages in books because I'd just say go out and buy it. But Nyinggulu Reef is along this part of the coastline in Australia, which is just over here on the western coast of Australia, and it also includes Exmouth Gulf. Now, the Ningaloo Reef is what has been listed under the World Heritage Trust, whereas Exmouth Gulf currently isn't, and that is also a really important part of Ningaloo's ecosystem because it's where humpback whales go during breeding season, and I really hope that it ends up with more protection than it currently has, because to see that destroyed or exploited through corporations and mining and overdevelopment would be absolutely devastating for the Ningaloo Reef ecosystem. But this book is beautiful in the way that it's told. You have different sections on the different types of communities within Ningaloo, from the seagrass communities to the karst, which is the underground cave communities, from the mangrove communities, etc., which is a bit of an overview of the plant and animal life that you will find in those spaces, to specific pages on animals and wildlife that you will see in the Ningaloo region. There are some that are really specific to animals. There's also some general information about life at Ningaloo, and because the range of biodiverse life there is huge, you obviously couldn't necessarily fit all of them into one book. For kids it would be a very, very long book, so there are sections that just kind of give brief overviews of lots of different other animals and plant life that you might expect to see. It also goes through the history of Ningaloo and how it was managed by our First Nations people. Thankfully, in the last few years, the traditional custodians of the land, our First Nations people, have regained custodianship of Ningaloo, so they are helping to manage the land moving forward, which is incredible because they should never have been driven off the land in the first place. At the back of the book there is also information for how you can be involved in the conservation efforts for Ningaloo, what to do if you are visiting the region, and it is just such a beautiful book about such an incredible, beautiful place in Australia. I've never been. It is my dream to one day go and visit and just see such an incredible place, hopefully with, you know, minimal impact on the environment. In the description I will leave more information about the book and a link to where you can purchase a copy of Ningaloo. It is an absolutely stunning book. I'm so glad that it came out. As soon as I heard that it was being released, I knew I had to get my hands on a copy of it. I saw it in a bookstore the week that it was released and I'm like, I have to buy it. There was no question about whether or not I was going to end up with a copy of it. It was just a matter of when, and I saw it and I had to take it home with me that night. It's the perfect kind of information book for kids as well because the information is just so manageable. It's in small chunks. You can dip in and out of it and still get a really good sense of the book and purpose and this beautiful region of Australia. So thank you very much for watching. I'd love to know, have you read the book? Are you planning on picking it up? Or have you seen the documentary series? It truly is incredible. I don't know if it's available overseas, but in Australia you can watch it on demand through ABC, and it is just, it's stunning. If you just want to let me know that you're here but you don't leave a comment, feel free to leave a whale emoji. Otherwise, I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.